I picked up the phone and I was like half asleep, and my mom was on the phone. She was like, Peter, oh my gosh, you got to turn on the TV right now. Turn on the TV right now. And I said, I don't have a TV. What's going on? And then my roommate, who I just met like 2 days before that, pops his head up and he looks at me and he's like, got these glasses on. He's trying to put on. He's like, what is it? What's going on? And I go, I don't know. I'm like, Mom, calm down. What's going on? And she says, you don't have a TV? And I said, no, I don't have a TV. And she's like, turn on your radio, turn on something. We've just been attacked. New York is under attack. And I was like, what? And I really didn't feel anything in that moment. I felt like a lot of shock. I was just like, what's going on? So I remember clicking my clock radio, which I still have, the same clock radio. And I think it was Peter Jennings was on, I think, because he was just broadcast everywhere. Maybe it was Dan Rather, but I think it was Peter Jennings. And I remember, like he said, and the first tower is down. And I just looked at Brad, and I was on the phone with my mom, and I was like, what? And then they said, and the second tower has been attacked. And we were like, what is going on? And my mom was just saying, that it's the World Trade Centers, they've been attacked. And I remember we listened to the whole thing on the radio, which was weird. It was kind of like a primitive way to listen to it. I felt like we were like in 1940 or something. And I remember the reaction I had after that. We were driving through Cincinnati where we were rehearsing. And actually that night too, I remember, we didn't know what to do, and I was with a bunch of musical theater people, and I'm not really a musical theater guy, but we just went out to this karaoke place, and none of us had our families with us, so we were like, well, should we go out on a night like this, or I don't know what we should do. So we ended up going out, and I remember it sounds cheesy now, but we all sang American Pie, and it was cool. It was a cool time. The big reaction I had, though, I remember after that, was about 3 days later, driving to our rehearsal and driving by a house in Cincinnati where there was a scarecrow that was on a tree with a black beard and red, white, and blue hat, and dressed like kind of an American Osama bin Laden, and he was hung. And I remember feeling in that moment that we've become them. You know what I mean? We have become what we hate. That we are that quick to, I understand there's anger, and I was angry too, and we were all angry, but I'm like, we're turning into savages. And there's one thing about, getting revenge, of course, you kind of do that ever since you were a kid. It's easy to go into that mode. But when I saw that, it was really disturbing.